everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Drone Wars. Here in front of us we can see the board from last time. The Pirate Empire has most of the map, but the Federation has actually proven themselves in the previous episode that they are capable of fighting back. They did manage to defeat a super carrier in the previous episode, so if you want to see that you can look at the previous episode. But in this episode we're going to see what the Federation and the Pirate Empire do. If it's possible, the Federation might actually expand more and push back against the Pirate Empire. And of course, Delta Shipyards, they only have 2 planets left, so we're going to see if they get completely wiped out or not. Alright, so jumping straight in, we're just going to go over what the Federation has done in this episode. So, the Federation used their 3 actions for, surprisingly avoiding combat. Of course, they've taken 2 of their fleets, the ones that were here, and they've actually moved them down by 1 to take over these worlds, which I believe were different money-generating worlds, basically mining worlds, and I believe a colony world. They've taken them over and made them into their own currency world, so that way they are able to gain some more income, and of course gain more land. So that gives them a lot more control over this area here. And then they've decided to go ahead and upgrade their only shipyard to a level 2 shipyard. So if that shipyard isn't taken over, that means that the Federation will be able to use that to build a much more powerful fleet in the future, if it survives. Surprisingly, they haven't done anything with their fleet down there, but they are focusing their efforts in the top left corner. Now, moving over to the Pirate Empire has some other ideas. For their first action, they're actually going to take their fleet here, and instead of going directly to attacking the fleet here, they're going to try to get the pirates are going to try to get the Federation out of this corner. So they're going up here to take on this fortress world on the alien lake. And of course they're taking on a super carrier, so I don't expect the fortress to last all too long, but there is of course a small chance that the fortress could do some damage. So we're going to hop on into that battle and we're going to see if the fortress is able to defend it or not. Alright, here we are on the alien planet. The fortress is over on that ice lake over there. And of course the Pirate Empire's job is to try taking out this fortress. Their fleet is off in the distance over here and preparing for their raid. They have their super carrier, their battleship, and a lot of fighters ready to attack. So we're going to go ahead and declare war here. Okay, so the fortress is definitely going after the super carrier first and foremost, and there are a lot of missiles going in. The terrain is proving to be an obstacle here. I'm not sure if these defenses are going to be able to defend, but they're doing their best here. Oh, and they've actually taken out most of those missiles pretty successfully. So there are more missiles on their way. Definitely some hits going in. Well, actually the shields on the super carrier have been breached. Of course, there are missiles being fired back and forth at this point. Some missiles have collided with the fortress here, but the fortress isn't giving up. It's going to do whatever it can to take out as many of these fighters as possible. There are a lot of missiles coming in, and that battleship is getting closer. A lot of these missiles are trying to hit. I think a few of them have gone through, other ones have missed though. There's a lot of railgun power coming in. looks like the main gun's already out, so it's up to the smaller guns to do their work. Unfortunately, I don't think it's gonna last. There's a lot of missile coming in, a lot of railgun. Well, the fortress has put up a pretty good fight, but I don't think it was enough. Unfortunately, the fortress has been defeated here. So we're going to have to return back to the board and mark this as a victory for the Pirate Empire. And of course, the Pirate Empire does still seem to have all of their ships intact. So we're just going to go back to the board and fix it there. Okay, with that battle completed, that means that the Pirate Empire has successfully taken over that planet, and that means that they're cutting up the Federation into smaller pieces that are a bit easier to manage. So you can see the Federation seems to be in three pieces. There's a small piece over there, the larger piece over here, and then this other piece down here. So yeah, the Pirate Empire is definitely using a strategy of divide and conquer. And of course, the last two actions that the Pirate Empire decided to use, they've decided to take their fleet that was hanging out back here. They noticed that the Federation was just trying to bolster up this shipyard here, so they did the most logical thing, and they went and took over that shipyard. They then upgraded that shipyard, so now they have their own level 2 shipyard here. So unfortunately, that leaves the Federation with no more shipyards, but they still have fleets, and those fleets can be used to go ahead and try getting new shipyards. But of course, this is a big problem for the Federation, as now there are more shipyards even closer to Federation territory that are pretty well defended at this point. So yeah, the Federation's going to have to figure out what to do with those two fleets, probably try to go around and try to find new ways to get their shipyards up, or they're going to have to use this fleet over here to try to move around. If they can get a new shipyard up, then they should be able to build up a much more powerful fleet that can probably stand up to the Pirate Empire. I think that's about it in this episode. It is a very short episode today. If you guys are interested in Season 2, the Discord is down in the description. That's about it for today. Hope you all enjoyed, and take care.